How's it hanging, you filthy animals? I'm smoking a Partagas black label today. This is a Gigante size, and I use the punch cut. Let me tell you why. I always use regular cut because I feel it gives me more smoke. But for this one I had to use a punch cut because I went to my, not necessarily local, but just like a corner sort of Hindu market. They're nice people. They're very polite. They have a good selection of cigars, and they always help me pick out cigars. So if I don't feel like going to like a legitimate cigar shop, I just go there. And you know, I got this and a CAO Flathead. CAO Flathead Maduro, I think box pressed. And it looks a lot better than this cigar, I'm going to be honest with you. But, you know, I bought them there. The humidity there is perfect. But I had to put them in my suit jacket pocket right here and go out into the cold, you know, and it was cold as hell, you know, it was cold as fuck outside, so the humidity got all out of whack, and I was afraid that if I use an actual cut, I'm gonna, you know, it's just gonna crack everywhere, even though I left it in my humidor for a couple of days anyway. You know, I just used a punch cut because for this ring gauge and all that stuff. Anyway, enough yapping. Since I'm in the third half of this cigar already, I could give you a general idea. What do I think of this Partagas black label? Now, the guys at the store told me, oh yeah, it's a full-bodied, full-strength sort of Maduro experience. But when I first lit it up, the first half was kind of mild and mediocre. And then in the second half is when the flavor started kicking up. Strength-wise, to me personally, I give this like a medium strength. Maybe it's my nicotine tolerance is pretty high, but I give it a medium strength. Full body definitely towards the second and third half. Now in the second half I started getting like sort of a gingerbread and like a floral almost flavor. Like almost like a, I don't know which specific flower, but a very nice floral flavor combined with gingerbread. Now in the third half, I'm getting like really dark leather. In the beginning portion, I got like mild, light leather flavors with a pleasing room note. The room note's still pretty pleasing. It smells kind of like hot cocoa or something. And now I'm getting a lot more. Now I'm getting spice. I didn't get any spice anywhere throughout the cigar, but now I'm getting some spice and like heavy dark leather taste. Overall, people, it's a good cigar. Like I said, this is the Gigante size. If I were to buy this again, I would buy a regular size, you know, because the Gigante, I don't feel like it burns any longer, and a regular cut or a V cut would work better for this. It would give me probably a better experience, but, you know, I'm not too big on the, you know, big ring gauge cigars, you know. You gotta really pull on them. The draw's a little bit wonky. The ash is fine, you know, burn line is fine. The ash actually holds on for a really long time, which is nice. But next time I'd get a regular size, like a Robusto, or I don't even know if they make other sizes in this, but I'd get a smaller ring gauge, definitely. But it's a good cigar. I think I paid like $7 for this. It's good. Would I smoke it again? Yeah. Is it, you know, super extraordinary for $7? No. No, people. For $7, I could get, you know, a whole different range of cigars. I think I paid $9 or $10 for the CAO Flathead, and I believe that's going to give me a better experience. But for $7, I could probably get almost 2 Nica Libres. And to me, Nica Libre is a little bit better than this. It's not bad, but it's nothing to really brag about, you know? It's nothing extraordinary. If you like full-bodied cigars from beginning to end, I wouldn't recommend this. I'd recommend another cigar, because this is, like I said, mild in the beginning. Then in the second half you get a gingerbread and a floral type of flavor, and then it starts kicking up on the flavors, you know. But the strength is kind of medium. If you want like a full-bodied, full-strength cigar from beginning to end, I'd look somewhere else. Bolivar are really good for that. I remember smoking a Bolivar, not a Cuban one, a regular one. Bolivar, what was it, a Churchill, I think? It was just a regular Bolivar with a really dark, oily wrapper, and it was really good. From beginning to end, it was full strength, full body from the beginning to end. And I think it was only like $5 from what I remember, so... yeah. It's iffy, guys. It's iffy. Would I smoke again? There's so many cigars out there. And for this price tag, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. It's not a bad cigar. It's a pretty good cigar. There's nothing wrong with it. The burn's fine. Construction's fine. Flavors are okay. But it's just not what I'm looking for, you know? I was looking for a full-bodied, full-strength experience. And this gave me, like, mild flavors in the beginning, then sort of like medium flavors and strength towards the middle, and now it's giving me full-bodied flavors but still medium strength. So okay. Now I'm getting like a combination of dark coffee and dark leather, which is nice. But like I said, that would be nice if that was the flavor from the beginning to the end. But it's not. Yes, there's transitions, but the transitions are very mediocre, you know. Goes from mild sort of leather into medium leather with gingerbread into dark leather with dark coffee. Nothing really spectacular. Sorry if I'm talking a little bit screwed up, but I drank a bunch of this Jameson's. It's from Ireland, you fucking gobshites. It's from Ireland, you fucking gobshites. It's an alright cigar, but I would get it in another size. If you're going to get this, don't get the Gigante. It's not worth it. Get like a Robusto or a Churchill or a Corona or a Torpedo if they make them, you know. The Gigante is just not very satisfying. Anyway, people, that's all. I'm going to take the cigar band off, save it for later, save it to my collection. Mediocre cigar for the price. Probably wouldn't buy it again. For that price, I could get a lot of other cigars. I was looking at Punch. I remember smoking a Punch, London Club, EMS, Corona or Petite Corona and natural wrapper. Man, that was a magnificent cigar for like $3 or $4. Whew, that was really good flavors. Punch, overall, are really good cigars for a cheap price. And I'm thinking of getting a box of Punch London Club Maduros. See, like I said, once I start thinking about other cigars while smoking a cigar already, it's not a good sign. So, mediocre cigar. It's giving me a little bit of a, actually a little bit of a tongue bite now. Not a peppery. You still get the dark chocolate and dark leather, but it's really irritating my tongue now. Try it, guys. Try it. I mean, if you have $6 or $7 to spare, don't get the Gigante. Get another size. Maybe you'll like it. I don't particularly like it. you know, so I can't really recommend it to you guys. I recommend trying it out, but it's not one of those cigars that I say go out, rush, and buy it or whatever. It's mediocre. I'm probably gonna punch another hole in this right now. Anyway, guys, peace out. If anything changes, I'll put it in the description.